This is Officer David Williams with the Beverly Hills Police Department, rank of police officer, and I want to give a shout out to Nantucket and Channel 17. How's it going?
Good, man.
You live in
Excellent.
town?
Yeah, I live right here.
Do you? Okay. All right. We've been up here a couple of times. Not.
Oh, yeah?
Not
No, I saw one time.
Yeah.
This thing happened.
Yeah. I forget what it was. They're doing a documentary on the police department.
Oh, cool.
You know, today was kind of like a day to just kind of come out and ride around and see what we encounter day to day.
Oh,
so
excellent.
look who we run into.
I know. It's like Joe Friday.
Exactly.
You're like Joe Friday.
Yeah, I have my own paparazzi. It's better when you have your own, you know? Yeah. How long you lived in town?
I've lived here for about 6 years.
Really?
New York.
Yeah.
Like it?
Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
On the Central time.
Right.
So what are you doing, man? You guys shooting something or what?
New York, my buddy's from Nantucket, Massachusetts, and he's filming a documentary.
Yeah?
He drove across country in
This
this
is the guy to film, man.
3 tons of all-American beef.
What's the craziest thing you've seen in all your years out here on the street?
In Beverly Hills only or in law enforcement period?
In the whole LA area.
Define crazy.
Well, like, you know, naked guy running across the street, or, you know, funny stuff that not bad,
Well,
violent.
in Beverly Hills alone, I've had 3 butt-naked men. and here, you know, I don't think that's as unusual as it is that I'm always the first car on scene. That I have a little bit of a problem with. As a matter of fact, this area here, we call this Beat 9. And so it's a boundary within our city, and you get assigned to different beats when you come out, right? So I was assigned Beat 9. The naked man call, jumping in and out of cars, came out of Beat 7, which is clear over by the Mercedes-Benz dealership. We're talking Beverly Boulevard and Santa Monica Boulevard, right? How come I was the first car to get there and I was coming from over here? I get there and this guy is stark naked running down Santa Monica Boulevard in the street. So I'm looking at this and we have cameras in our cars. And so all you can hear, you know, I would assume you hear other things most of the time, but the mic was on. And because I had turned on my lights on a couple of occasions, the mic's going and the film's going. And then all you hear when you watch the video is a car cut me off, slowly, but he cut me off. And you hear me say, "Get out of the way!" really loud. And I was sitting there thinking, when I thought back and somebody said, "Yeah, we saw the video from your car." I'm like, oh God, what was I saying? Well, anyway, I pull up and I'm looking around and I see no other police cars. But there's this naked man there and myself. So I pull my taser gun out and I tell him to get on the ground. So he gets on the ground. Once I have him on the ground, and basically the situation's starting to die down, now all of a sudden all the other cars come out. But instead of them being real concerned about him, they kind of look like, "Hey, you're the first one here, huh?" So that's great. So as we have the guy on the ground, he decided that he was going to get up and he wanted to fight.
Oh no.
Shot him with the taser. The taser has a blast of 5 seconds every time you pull the trigger. And basically it just immobilizes you. You know, you're like a
Newborn calf.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that. So he falls over on the first shot. He got up 4 more times. We had to tase him 4 more times. So a total of 25 seconds. He took 5 rides.
Oh.
In 25 seconds. And the last one he finally gave, under the influence, but that cleared him right up. And he actually screamed out and he gave up. And we have it on video. And my video, of course, is sitting right there. You see this guy hitting the ground time after time.
With all his business hanging out?
All his business hanging out. The other one, the other naked guy was actually right down the street. That was about a month ago. And he was just walking down the street and people are calling in saying, "Hey, there's a naked guy." And I'm right around the corner. So when I drive up, there's people pointing as if I'm not going to know what a naked guy looks like, right? I mean, I don't recall getting on the radio and saying, "Well, what is he wearing?" Okay, a naked guy, correct me if I'm wrong, is usually isn't wearing anything. Okay, so people are pointing and I pull up, but the first thing I'm thinking is, Jesus Christ, what is it with the naked guys? So I get out of the car, and it's almost like you would have thought him and I had done this before. Because I got in the car, okay, come on, get on the ground. Okay, my taser's out, get on the ground, come on. So he gets down on the ground, and I stand there, and it's like, you don't have to search a naked guy. I don't know if you know that. You don't have to search a naked guy. So I just kind of stood there, had him lay face down. And he's pretty hairy, and I'm just kind of and just for that moment, I kind of looked at it and just said, is this what my life has come to? Is this my defining moment in life? Me standing over a naked guy on the pavement?
I'll tell you about that in the academy.
With people going, there he is. Like, I'm not going to know, So, we covered him up, got him up, and took him where he needed to go. Never found his clothes.
Yeah.
Never found any of that stuff. Why are you naked? Because I knew I would get some attention if I was naked, because I don't know where I park my car at. Oh yeah, when I lose my car in the Target parking lot, I'll always get
Perfectly
naked, man.
logical.
Yeah, and it works out. So you know what? I would say that those two are probably the most bizarre things I've had to deal with. So,
I'd say that qualifies.
Yeah.
Officer Williams was a quality, classy guy with a touch on the taser, and his mind knew what the criminal was going to do before the criminal did. I couldn't care less about Officer Williams. I just want to kiss you.
Well, the police have always been good to me.